Werner Herzog, the film director, once said that he'd rather hire someone to work on his film who had worked in a slaughterhouse and as a doorman in a club than someone who had 5 years of university or film experience, because it's all about life experience and variety.
Hey guys, it's me Lisa. Today I am back in Greenwich and I am asking people, what do you do when you feel lost in life?
If you're struggling to find direction in life, I'd say don't be too worried about getting it wrong. Try something. Try it for a while to know enough whether it works or not, and if it doesn't work for you, give it up and try something else. At the very least, you'll have a breadth of experience and a good story.
So what have you done when you felt like you were struggling to find direction?
I tried a lot of different things until I figured it out, and I'm 31. I only probably slightly knew what I wanted to do about a year and a half ago.
Amazing. So don't get too worried if you don't know exactly what you want to do.
Just keep trying things.
Do you know what? I find life can be loud, as in there's a lot going on, there's a lot to filter in, and when I find it's overwhelming, I'm not sure which way to go, I tend to try and get some quiet time, shut it out and reconnect with what excites me. And I find that after a while of doing that, you'll regain your direction and your focus.
So just organise yourself a bit more and focus down.
Find people that make you feel comfortable, and if you can't find people that make you feel comfortable, go find yourself and do things that make you feel comfortable regardless of anybody else.
And this is your daughter.
This is my youngest daughter.
What advice would you give to her if she's growing up, discovering herself?
Don't be afraid to go out and explore and find the things that make you happy. You have to get out in the world. Go and see what you like, go and see what you don't like.
The best thing to do is find a new hobby. If it's just creativity wise, do art, creative arts, expressive arts.
You guys are quite young. Have you ever felt a time where you felt, I don't know what direction I want to go in?
Sometimes, yeah.
And what do you do in those times?
Find a way to cope, you know what I mean?
So you don't feel overwhelmed?
Yeah, just sit down and relax and think things over.
Yeah. Life is not that serious, is it?
I think I was brought up with a sense of purpose, that my parents were keen that I should be educated and that education should bring a good job, and that then I would pursue that, I'd have a comfortable existence, and then at the end of that period of time I'd retire.
Did you ever have a time where you wanted to change careers in life or change your path? Or
No. Oh, I changed my career 3 times. So I had 3 sort of phases to my life. This year my wife and I have been married for 54 years, so we've always been very constant.
There's a few things. One thing I'd recommend is, try to get your body active, work out a bit. I'm the complete opposite. I just like to sleep. If I feel lost, I like to sleep, and I feel like when I wake up, I'm more refreshed, and then I challenge the problem. You know what I mean? After that.
So what do you do to get yourself back on track?
Try everything you can. Don't give up, because if you give up, you'll never do it. If you only give up when you stop, and just don't stop, and one day you'll get it.
It's down to how you were brought up, and for me I think it's more based on belief, and I think as much as religion is not something that people like to look into, I think ultimately religion brings you back together and it grounds you, and you can be of any faith, it doesn't matter. I think that's one of the ways of grounding yourself.
Ground yourself and center yourself again.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to probably younger people who don't know what direction to go into?
Keep on trying, and I think that as you get older it's easier.
Or more experience.
It's easy when you're younger, but it's not. I know it was harder when I was a teenager.
Why does it get easier when you get older?
I guess you've been through it, you've been through the problems, and you find out you get out the other side, don't you?
So it's just learning from mistakes.
I think so, yeah.